Alright, so here we go. $100,000 tournament, round 2. I am down 1 game already. It was a 2-1 loss, or 1-2 loss, I guess? 1-2 loss, basically, for me. So hopefully we'll do better this time. A lot of it was just really bad draws, so hopefully we got all those poor draws out of the way early on today, and we can do better now. Again, we're running the Azure Fate, Azure Cannon deck type of thing, and we'll see what happens. I had a lot of 2-drops in the deck, and I just did not see a lot of them. Oh, we're playing against Dino. And he, of course, is playing Winter Moon as well. Apparently this is a popular deck that people are playing. It feels like the Winter Moon deck does really well against me. We'll keep this hand. We do have everything in our deck is live, so hopefully this time we'll have a little bit better showing. Yeah, turn 1 Arcane Focus. That's seen that a lot today. This deck. So we'll open up a Ruby here, and then we'll go Sapphire the following turn. Ooh, that's pretty good. That's a pretty good turn 2, is getting that Hypnoscientist down. I kind of wonder how many dinosaurs the deck plays now. I don't think it's running as many Crocosaurs as it used to, because people have gotten used to playing around it, as considering the amount that I saw last game, but I don't know, I could be wrong. So lots of removal in our hand, lots of damage we can do to his face if we want to. We got 9, 10, 11 damage we can do straight to his face, so if we get him in range, he does. The last player was playing with a couple of the dinosaurs that heal, so that definitely throws the numbers off quite a bit. There we go. Subterranean Spy. Let's see what he's got in his hand, shall we? So he has a Root Father, 2 Peaks, Crackling Wit, and a Mass Polymorph Dingler. Interesting. So, I only got 1 resource though, so he'll probably be, yeah, you just gotta get some more stuff going with that deck. Ah, there we go, Suffocate. That's a counter magic, basically. So he has his Suffocate is live now. That's not that great for us. So he'll be able to suffocate our Hypnoscientist when it hits the table. Can also get rid of his Root Father if he wanted to. We could force him to suffocate our Eldritch Dreamer. Or I can wait till the next turn to play it. Suffocates right now. Let's see, this guy's got Flight, and you can play him as a quick action, so if he has 7, you can play him. You know, I think let's just go into his face here and just put some stuff on the table. So let's put some pressure on the table. I think that's the thing to do here. So I really kind of want to get the game over with before he starts rolling. This might draw out a Suffocate as well, but this way I can put some stuff into play. He doesn't really have a good answer for me just putting a troop into play. So getting a 5/5 Rock Elemental seems pretty good for me. He doesn't have a good answer for it. He's peeking for an answer. He's got the Cripple, which helps a little bit. He'll peek again. So he's double peeking. definitely is. That's definitely hurtful. Another suffocate. Shuffles in those peaks, of course. So next turn we've got Hypnoscientist, Subterranean Spy. If he counters the Hypnoscientist, we're free to play our Eldritch Dreamer. See if he's counter that Mesmeric Hypnoscientist. Hope he does. I mean, I guess if he doesn't, we just swing away and then damage and we win. So, and he can't stop that. Yes. There's a good suffocate for me. And we're free to play this push some damage into his face. Let's burn his face here. And next turn, like he'll probably use his cripple on our Eldritch Dreamer, so he still has an answer for our Eldritch Dreamer, but we've got a lot more damage on the table that's coming for him. Plus this Crackling Bolt, so I think we've got this. We went fast enough where he couldn't deal with it. He can't play his Root Father. We've got Verdict anyways. I'll say no to that. I mean, it's basically the game anyways, even if he didn't play that. I mean, I guess he can bounce. He does have the bounce as well. So he can bounce this guy. He's trying to get it so he's got enough damage, but if he bounces this guy, he's still taking 6, and I can still Crackling Bolt him in my second main phase, so I really don't see him winning, or see him surviving. So I got lucky we just went fast enough. So maybe that's what we're supposed to do with this matchup. We're just supposed to try to go faster than him. Probably want the Verdict. Seems really good here. Our own Incubation Webs may not be that useful. Yeah, I think we'll just get lots of damage going. The Time Reproducible. Anything else? Mentalist. Maybe Buccaneer. He doesn't really have a lot of targets for Buccaneer. Sure, we'll go with this. This is fine. We could make our guys untargetable. No, actually we can't because we're not in Wild. I think this is it. This is what we do. Pretty much, yeah. We'll just go with this. That's probably what we do. You're just supposed to get that damage right into the face. Ugh, this is just all day with this. All day. All day with bad hands. I guess we'll keep this. At least we got our turn 1 Arcane Focus too. And then a turn 2 Reese. I guess that's reasonably good. We still need the Ruby resource, so that way we can activate the Azure Fate Sorceresses. Being on the draw, I guess, helps out with this situation too, so there's that as well. I guess I'll take the counter magic, because that's more useful for this matchup. If I draw a resource, I couldn't play the other guy anyways unless I draw a ruby resource. Whereas if I draw a ruby resource, I can still play counter magic. So it seems like the better one to pick. We really need a resource here, though. Dinotropia doesn't look like he does. It looks like he's perfectly fine on resources, probably. I'm shuffling in 2 Arcane Focus right at the beginning of the game. That's a nice setup for his game. Helps a little bit. So we've got defense now for our Reese. If he has whatever it is, Crocosaur for him, we can counter. So maybe Reese will finish the game out for us. We just basically need to defend it with our counter magic. Or counter his counter. Oh, there's the ruby. Alright, pass the turn. So probably we got end step Azure Fate. That's fine, he can Crackling Wit. Not worried about Crackling Wit. I'm not worried about him drawing cards, I'm worried about the cards he plays after he draws them. Alright, Chlorophyll is fine. He's in Crocosaur range. And shuffle those in. Sure. Once in a while, this deck, all it does is play resources. The Winter Moon deck. It doesn't draw anything like any big drops, and it's kind of suboptimal. So Azure Fate in his end step. Chlorophyll is fine. He's got a counter here for our Azure Fate. I kind of hope that he counters it, yeah, so that way that kind of uses up that counter. Because Reese will finish out the game, even if Azure Fate doesn't. Counter for our Reese to defend him. I wish I could have countered that, though. Yeah, playing Windsinger is kind of a big deal for him. Because now he gets to draw cards whenever I draw cards. So now he's going to start catching up. I think he has a Crocosaur for Reese. That's fine, we'll let that go. That's fine, you can do that. I'm mostly worried about the Crocosaur for Reese. The Reese will finish for me. I have faith that the Reese will finish for me. So. Scrapyard Dynamo is not what I'm looking for, though. Out of Reese. Chlorophyll. Swing in. I kind of wonder. I don't think he does. Do that to eat my guy? Okay. That's fine. You can eat my Scrapyard Dynamo with that. Okay. That's fine. Shuffles more removal in. step. It's kind of a big play that he countered one of them, but I don't think it'll make that much of a difference. We'll see. That's good for me. I guess I should have played Mentalist first, so that's a misplay for me. Misplay, could have drawn a card there, but I kind of don't want him to draw cards anyways, so maybe that wasn't that much of a misplay. Don't really have an attack phase here, so we'll just go ahead and wait. And a Crackling Wit, that's fine. We've got to swing with our Rock Elemental next turn. Ooh, there's 8 damage to the face. And we get to draw a card. And a Crackling Bolt. That's always helpful. It's fine. Crackling Wit. That's a lot of damage we've got coming at him next turn. Drawing lots of cards on his side, though. He may have enough answers for me. We'll see. Yeah. No. No, sir. He may have. He probably has the counter for the counter, though. He should have the. Yep, that'll do it. That definitely hurts me. So hopefully I can draw into something here. Take a 6. Actually, I get to play another elemental, so that's nice. See if I get another nice elemental here. 3/3. So that's reasonable. So I'll play a Dingler. This way I can play Hypnoscientist next turn and stop his blocker. Still have Crackling Bolt in his face. Kill one of my Dinglers, maybe? He's healing, which isn't good for me. It's definitely not good. Yeah, it's a lot more damage now I have to do. He may have this game just because he played Windsinger and I couldn't deal with it. Really needed to play the card that exhausts this guy and put spiders in his deck. That's what I really needed. Which I decided in. Just didn't draw it. Had a good chance there with the board state I had until he mass polymorphed Dinglered me. Yeah, just shuffling through that deck at this point. It's just a machine for him. Sure, another Carnosaurus. Yep, just getting bigger now. I think the game's basically over. He's got too much life. I can't get through all that life. It's just a matter of time now. Just put those Dinglers in front of him, I guess. Do this, I can kill one, and he kills me back. We're gonna swing in. Actually, you know what? Here's the play. We bolt this guy. swing in. If he double blocks, then we can kill both of his guys. And we're in good shape. He's gonna counter. Okay. Well, now I'm not in good shape. So I'll just bury this guy instead. We'll just keep going. He's drawing like 10 more cards now. Keeping his full RP. Professor. I can't kill it with yeah, it's just so much life now. I don't see myself catching up. Really need to get those spiders in his deck. That's what I really needed to have happen, but it just didn't happen for us. All right, let's go to the next game. Oh yeah, there it is. I didn't even put it in. Huh. No wonder. Can't draw something you don't put in the deck, right? Yeah, Elder Streamer seems like it's not really doing very much for me here. We'll just go for it. That's all I can do. See if I can get there. So basically, I just have to erase him. All right, keep. Get to bury Reese on turn 2. We got Cerulean Mentalist, seems pretty good. Going down to 6 is good for us, of course. Dinotropia. For either one of us, because we both have 1 loss. I mean, losing here would basically mean the end of the tournament for us. So, it's kind of like do or die for both of us here. So, we definitely need this ruby right now. More than we needed Duplicitous to. Yeah, basically if it makes it to the late game, I've lost. So, Mass Polymorph Dingler really came at just the right time, and he had just enough counters to deal. And he also played Windsinger, which really shut me down as well. Okay, Reese is gonna go to work. Go to work, Reese. Get to work. That's not good for him. Well, that's unfortunate. He is stalled on resources. I mean, I'm taking advantage of him, but that's part of the game, I guess. He needs to draw a resource to really get back into this. Yeah, this might be the end of the day for Dinotropia. That's unfortunate. I don't like to win to someone like that. Discards a Polymorph Dingler. Yeah, it's gonna be a while before he'll be able to play that. I'm actually gonna get the burn here because I've already got Reese. And if he mass polymorphed, well, I guess he just discarded it, but like he may have another one. And it really sucks when your machine of a deck that you've tuned so well like just fails like this when you only get to play the one resource. That's just a real big bummer. There's really no reason not to swing in here. Next turn we've got tons of damage coming down, so I'm going to be careful. I'm not going to spend my burns here yet because he could still make a comeback here, so we'll try to be careful. I could do 4 damage to him there, but I'm going to play it safe. I typically like to play it safe. So I'm going to target himself. So he can't block this turn, but he won't want to anyways. We're drawing tons of cards. He's on one resource. It's basically like game time. The house. He doesn't have any responses here. He only has one resource, and all of his responses are in Sapphire. Go ahead and place Hypnoscientist in our end step, or our second main phase rather. Target himself, and that's, yeah, way too much damage to deal with next turn. Especially with a Mega Hulk getting spawned in there. That's unfortunate. That's really unfortunate for Dinotropia.